Hey everyone! In this episode, we're continuing our IELTS speaking practice for moving to Europe. In the first series, we talked about listening and reading. Today, we're moving on to another very important part, writing. And honestly, James, this is where many students really struggle.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Writing in IELTS is tricky because it's not just about writing correct English sentences. It's about following the task, organizing ideas, and writing clearly within a short time. And remember, you only have 60 minutes for the whole writing test.
Exactly. The IELTS writing test has two tasks, Task 1 and Task 2. In the academic IELTS, Task 1 is usually a graph, chart, table, diagram, or map. You need to describe it in at least 150 words. In the general training IELTS, Task 1 is a letter, formal, semi-formal, or informal.
Yes, and Task 2 is the same for both academic and general. It's an essay. You get a topic, usually about education, environment, technology, society, or work. You have to write at least 250 words, give your opinion, and support it with reasons and examples.
Now, let's talk about time management. Many students make the mistake of spending too much time on Task 1, but Task 2 is worth twice as many points. So the best strategy is spend about 20 minutes on Task 1 and 40 minutes on Task 2.
That's right. Task 2 is more important, so it deserves more time. But you cannot ignore Task 1. If you don't write Task 1, you lose marks. So balance is key.
Let's first break down Task 1 academic. Imagine you see a bar chart comparing internet usage in 5 countries between 2000 and 2020. What do? First, you write an introduction by paraphrasing the question. For example, the bar chart illustrates the percentage of internet users in 5 countries over a 20-year period. Simple and clear.
Yes. Then you write an overview. This is very important. The overview is like a summary of the main trends. For example, overall, internet usage increased in all 5 countries, with country A showing the highest growth. If you don't write an overview, you lose marks.
After that, you describe details, compare numbers, talk about differences, mention similarities, but don't describe every single number. That's boring. Focus on the most important features.
Exactly. And don't give your opinion in Task 1 academic. You're not asked to agree or disagree. You're asked to describe the information, nothing more. Students often make this mistake.
Now, for general training, Task 1, it's a letter. For example, you are moving to a new city. Write a letter to your friend explaining why you are moving, what you will do there, and invite him to visit. You have to choose the right tone, formal, semi-formal, or informal.
Yes, and the structure is important. Start with a greeting, then write 3 paragraphs for the points, then a closing line. For example, I hope you can come and visit soon. Best wishes, James. Simple, clear, correct.
So, whether it's academic or general, Task 1 is about clarity, structure, and following the instructions. No need to be creative, just be accurate and organized.
Perfect. And in the next part, we'll go deeper into Task 2, the essay, which is the real challenge for most students.
All right, so now let's focus on Task 2, the essay. This is the big one, James, because it's worth more marks and it really shows if a student can think, organize ideas, and write like an advanced English learner. So let's start with the basics. There are different types of Task 2 essays. For example, opinion essay, do you agree or disagree? Discussion essay, discuss both views and give your opinion. Problem-solution essay, what are the problems, what are the solutions? Advantages, disadvantages essay, what are the positives and negatives? And double question essay, 2 questions you must answer.
That's a great breakdown. And the most important rule is always answer the question completely. Some students just write general ideas, but IELTS examiners want to see that you understood the exact question and responded to it.
Yes. For example, if the question is, some people think technology is making our lives easier, while others believe it is making life more complicated, discuss both views and give your opinion, you must do three things. Explain why some people think technology makes life easier, explain why others think it makes life complicated, and clearly state your own opinion with examples.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about structure. A simple and effective structure is introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, optional body paragraph 3 if needed, conclusion.
Yes, and in the introduction, you should paraphrase the question and give a clear thesis statement. A thesis statement is basically your opinion or your main answer to the question. For example, although technology has made communication faster, I believe it has also created more stress in people's lives. Very clear.
Exactly. Then, in the body paragraphs, you develop your ideas. Each paragraph should have one main idea, an explanation, and an example. For example, one advantage of technology is that it allows people to work from home. This means they save time on commuting. For instance, during the pandemic, millions of people were able to continue working online, which shows how useful technology can be. That's a perfect IELTS body paragraph.
Yes, examples are very important. They don't have to be real statistics, but they should sound realistic. Like, for example, many students now use online platforms to study, which has improved access to education. That sounds natural and gives your point more weight.
And finally, the conclusion. Don't write a long conclusion. Just summarize your main points and restate your opinion. For example, in conclusion, while technology has created some challenges, it has mainly improved our daily lives. Therefore, I believe the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. Short, simple, strong.
One more important thing, cohesion and coherence. That means your essay should be easy to follow. Use linking words like firstly, secondly, however, on the other hand, for example, in conclusion. But don't overuse them.
Yes, examiners hate when students write firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, fifthly in every sentence. It feels like a shopping list, not an essay.
Exactly. The goal is to sound natural but also organized. If you can write clear, well-structured essays with examples, you'll definitely score higher in writing task 2.
Perfect. And next, we'll talk about some common mistakes students make in IELTS writing and how to avoid them.
Okay, James, now it's time to talk about common mistakes in IELTS writing, because honestly, many students study for months, but they keep making the same errors again and again.
Yes, and the problem is these mistakes can really lower the score. Even if you have good ideas, if your grammar or structure is poor, the examiner will give you a lower band.
So, mistake number 1, not answering the question directly. Some students write everything they know about technology or education, but forget to answer what the question is asking.
Exactly. For example, if the question asks, what are the advantages and disadvantages of studying abroad? And the student only writes about advantages, that's an incomplete answer. They will lose marks for task response.
Yes, always read the question carefully and underline the key words. Then make a simple plan with points for each part of the question. That way you won't forget.
Mistake number 2, writing too few words. Task 1 must be at least 150 words and task 2 at least 250 words. If you write less, you'll automatically lose points.
Yes, and the funny thing is, some students write only 220 words and think it's close enough. No, the examiner counts words. If it's less than 250, you're in trouble.
Exactly. Always aim for 270 to 290 words for test 2. That's safe, not too short, not too long.
Mistake number 3, poor paragraphing. Some students write one long block of text without paragraphs. That's very hard to read, and you'll lose points for organization.
Yes, IELTS is not just about grammar and vocabulary, it's also about structure. Examiners want to see clear paragraphs with topic sentences.
Thank you so much for practicing with us in this series. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us make more lessons for you.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep practicing, stay confident.
See you next time, and stay chill.